Right, another day, another dollar. Well, we'll probably spend about 500. So, we got this quarter tacked on many places. I'm now going to start zipping up here, creating my door gap as I go. I'm happy with the door lineup. So I'm going to cut about this far, and then I'll tack, and we'll cut some more, and I'll work this door in as I work my way up. And that's what I'm up to this morning. Should be able to get the rest of this quarter welded up, and then decide whether I'm going to start on the floor pans or whether I'll go to this door, which I'm guessing is going to have a spot right here. Looks a little bubbly. So yeah, should be a good day. Got a lot of the nasty stuff out of the way yesterday. It's pretty narrow. So I cut up here and see what happens. Okay, there's a better look. Fine. Okay, so liking the door gap, so I'm just going to clean the paint up this edge, and I can start tacking. Okay, so here's where we worry about in and out. I'm happy with this line, right? We're flush. So I'm going to make this flush. Just like that. Okay, I'll zip up a bit higher, and so on and so forth. Gonna lower the car down a little bit. I guess one thing I should have mentioned, putting on a new quarter, especially just the skin, I tacked it up here because it'd be real embarrassing if you tacked your front and the back end and then you had too much metal in the center, right? So usually if you're tacking, you start in the middle just for a tack and you work your way out. I think that's how you tighten up head bolts, sort of same idea. Yeah, or maybe I'm wrong. Remember, I'm a body man. So I'll carry on cutting here. I can't get that in far enough yet because I gotta cut some more out of the way. Bad, not great. See, I gotta make sure it's tight over here too. So I'm actually gonna put a clamp on up here. this way so I can push that in farther. Well, I could trim it back a hair, and then I can slip it inside the piece coming out of the door. We'll try that. Okay, here's something. I had the other gap pretty good, but sitting on the tube post, it opened up at the top. So I'm actually going to make this a little too wide at the top. And guess how much it's going to tighten up when it goes down on its wheels. Not ideal, but we'll give it a shot. Okay, I got a little carried away there. That's the problem with remembering to set up the camera. My gap's roughly there. So I'll show a bit more now. So what I'm doing is I'm cutting through 2 layers of metal, and I'm pulling back, reaching in here, and I'm pulling back that overlap, which when I cut through the 2 layers of metal, there's this piece that hangs out behind, right? So I keep pulling that back as I trim. So this is an honest butt weld. So I'm going to trim my way up here, and actually you'll notice when I'm cutting at quite an angle with the zip cut. So this one almost lays on top of that one. Makes for a tighter fit. You'll see what I mean here, hopefully, as I do this. So, by cutting at a steep angle, there's a very minimal gap in here. You may have to turn up your heat a little bit to make sure you're burning through both layers. Just gonna make sure I pull that overlap down. Yes, I have. Okay. Okay, so when I start, I got a little spot here. You know, you're stitching, spreading out your speed. Heat. So I start my bead on top of the last weld, so that I've already got a nice bead going before I move out into the gap, because I really want to burn through. And you have to worry about a bit of a cold weld when you're welding up against 2 pieces of previously welded steel. You can't be sure that you're burning in right at the start. So I start over here, and once it's going, I move in. And even when I'm doing a few, like a centimeter long bead, you know, I'll stop, let it cool a hair, and hit it again. But I start on the previous weld and then move out into the gap. Just before you get a chance to admire too much of the ugliness, way quicker, but you have to be extremely careful you don't grind through this metal, the parent metal. So I'll use this for the rough stuff, and I'll finish off with the detail grinder. Okay, so I can actually push this in by hand, and then you can either use JF showed me sometimes he uses a putty knife because they're so thin to reach in and flush up the panels when you have a nice fit. So the idea being like this, or like that, and that's pretty freaking cool. This just a hair. Yeah, I like that better. And we all get our own way of doing things. And a lot of times it comes down to what the guy who owns the shop wants. So you adapt whichever different shop you're at according to what their general method of operation is. And you can make your suggestions, but it comes down to what they want. So you do what they want. Or go elsewhere.
Blair, is it just me, or have you not been exceptionally diligent in wearing your safety glasses lately?
I always wear my safety glasses. Those people in the focus group who say I don't may be referring someone else my metal shears.
Oh, okay.
But I don't wear safety goggles when I use them.
Well, no, you shouldn't have to.
But other than that, yes, I strongly recommend them. Especially when working with someone who's using a screwdriver who occasionally loses control of it, not mentioning any names. Of course not.
Okay, so what's your trick when these are totally ground? Just hit them with the grinder?
What's that?
Well, they're so rusted, these stuck up, there's no way they're coming out. There's no slot left for the screwdriver.
There isn't?
No.
Well, come on. They couldn't be rusted, they're stainless.
No,
They're full of goop.
Aren't.
They're full of goop.
No.
I would heat them up with the torch.
But I can't even get the blade in there.
Not saying that you're wrong, I would never say that.
No. There is a better, I was gonna try the other little,
This.
where's the red
Oh,
one?
look at this.
Yeah.
This is freaking toast.
Okay, throw that one away. We've just got a new one.
Okay. I'm not saying it'll work, but I would be more comfortable heating it up with the torch.
What? You got the camera there so you can film my full ineptitude? Of course.
Oh, I would never make light of your
Don't
ineptitude.
screw up that stainless.
Whose car is this? Oh, right, it's yours.
Which one would you prefer? That's a brand new one and
Oh, there is no screw left there. No.
yeah, there is.
No.
Where did it go? Oh, you melted the.
Well, I'm not saying I did.
Well, there was a
There,
screw.
see, it's perfect.
Okay, hang on, okay, hang on, there's one more.
Okay, this one I'll use a little less heat.
There was a screw
I
there.
haven't had that happen before.
Well, maybe I can get some vice grips on it and spin it out.
Oh, yeah, once it's out.
Well, a guy can always just drill a different hole too.
No, 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 it'll be fine.
Oh, I see smoke.
Yes.
Yes? That one's good and tight, eh? That's a trick I use sometimes.
Yeah.
That work? No?
We'll just do a little
A
more.
little more. Yeah, those two were tough. Like
Yeah, and if you look over that way.
It's just gonna magically jump right out all by itself. So obviously the stainless has a higher melting temperature than the screw.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can do it like an aluminum wheel well molded, but it's touch and go.
Shit, now though. Come on, baby.
Yeah.
No?
Nope, but it's almost off.
Okay.
Seems the head got bent up a little bit. Must have been really
Ooh, that's
hot.
warm. It's warm as
Yeah.
I lay my naked hands on that rail. What was this from? Wiring? Yes, it'll come off. Okay.
Yeah, so that can all be dealt with.
Yes.
And we can absolutely do what you were saying, drill another hole.
Yeah.
I mean, they have
Well-
relief holes in there, but if we didn't heat it up and get the head to deform, you don't want to screw up a piece of chrome.
No.
So-
Well, there's a slight divot there, but we
Yeah,
can
but we
fix
can
that.
tap that flat and it's
That's right,
covered by
yes.
weather stripping, no
Yeah.
one will ever see
Yes.
it.
No one will
We'll
see.
never admit
It's-
to it, there was never a witness.
Yeah, it's a there. Oh, here's the screwdriver we were looking for, Blair.
Oh, you're right.
It was in my pocket.
Oh, well, that one actually turns it a bit. I put some pliers.
I'll just get it with a pair of pliers.
Anyhow.
Yeah, done. Done like dinner. Dirty deeds, done dirt cheap. This corner's good, eh?
It's not bad, yeah.
Yeah.
So I made
one
up
more
a
piece.
couple pieces
Yeah.
here. So I sandblasted that and I hit it with the weld through.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna hole punch this piece and I'm gonna weld it in
Yeah.
and then move over to the far side. Got
Okay.
a little fancy sandblaster.
Yeah, actually that thing works good, eh?
It does, yep.
And we have two two more new ones I bought for backup.
Easy for you to say.
I have two more for backup.
Wear a
Actually,
mask when you paint, kids.
Hey, the one has that kit where it recycles the sand. Have you ever tried
Yes,
that?
yes, I use that at home.
Oh,
So you
well.
can do small spots and you don't get dust in your shop.
Well, we do have the adapter kit up there somewhere. Should I look for it after?
No. Okay, where's my hole punch? So a number of simple small pieces put together. It's easy to this would be a major turnoff for a lot of people trying to buy this car because it's a pretty simple repair. Actually, years and years ago, I was doing a '79 Ford pickup truck, I think, and being an auto body taught me how to just bend one piece full length without a shrinker stretcher and just start slowly pulling it in with vice grips and it'll bend its way in. It does work. There's many ways to do it. I'm doing this in small sections just so I don't have to cut out the whole thing at once and then have the whole thing bounce up and down. That's why I'm doing it in pieces. And I've got another piece here and this will be next. And I might have to add a little chunk on the end of the corner. We'll see. But as you can see, when you break it down, it's real simple, step by step. Little by little. Wow, new car. I mean, if you can buy this piece, say it's $200-300. Yeah, way easier, simple to put in. Probably makes more sense than Mike paying me to do this bit by bit. Mike is going to lose his ass on this car when he goes to sell it. I'm guessing he'll keep it because we're putting in a lot of time, but it's a special car and it's important to him. So how do you cut corners getting rid of rust? Well, maybe your panel isn't shaped beautifully. What do you say? I mean, if you're at home, you can make this and do it yourself. You're not on the clock. Take your time, enjoy it. And it's not that tough. What I'm doing here is trying to get this done as quick as possible with the parts available and make what we can't get. So it's kind of enjoyable work. It's just, I feel the pressure that every hour on this is an hour off of whatever he sells it for. It's costing him. So I'm trying to go as fast as I can. This I'm doing, it's a small area, but it just makes the whole car look bad. So by fixing this, it makes the car look a hell of a lot better. And then we'll do the floors. So we're just about done the metal work on this, which is all we're supposed to do. But we'll see if he changes his mind. You notice Lincoln has an automatic door opener. Sits there and barks a few times, and then Mike goes and lets him in. Lincoln's got it figured. All right. Ooh, much better. And I gotta lift this back up. Gonna hole punch it. Hole punch it, and then we'll weld through primer. Grind the glue off here first. Hole punch. Gee, did I ever mention Pat's Auto helped me find this? I've tried a lot of hole punches. This is my favorite. Thank you, Scott and Matt from Pat's Auto Grand Prairie. That thing is freaking awesome. Okay, grind this up. That's right, I got to get a hold of Pat's Auto because that's also where I get my parts for my car mechanical. I've got to get brake drums. I'm doing drums all the way around on my car. New springs, wheel cylinders, lines. Anyhow, yeah, sandblasted this. The rest of the car is getting blasted, so that's why I'm not worried about out here or out here. There we go. Now we got to give it a few minutes. All right, I think we're ready to carry on. I think. There's still It can always be better. That is the problem. So man, now that I'm done using this grinding tool, he would like me to move it a long way away so it doesn't get dust in it and wear out prematurely. So I'm just going to carry this back to the toolbox. No, I'm not. But I've just been informed to keep all the tools way over there because time is not a factor.
No.
So now, oh wait, I need another tool.
You just asked for a bench.
There we go.
You just asked.
There's no place to put a freaking bench because you got this motor that's been here for over 2 years and all this stuff here, I can't even move. But that's all right.
I could give you a tool bench. We got 6 of them outside in the snowbank.
Well then, I gotta keep moving the
Oh, hold
welder
on.
around.
Here, do you want this here or not?
I got my welder way over there, which I can't move around the car unless I stop, lift the car all the freaking way up so I can roll it over here because it's too much crap.
Don't be a whiny little
Man has to work to his strength. So, the rest of this is good. I just need to replace this last little bit here. Alright, so it's been a pretty good morning. I finished off the bottom of the window. So there you have it. Okay, pretty simple, step by step. It's not that big a deal, but boy, it makes a huge difference to me in the grade of the car. If I see a car and that's all been done, I go, what a bunch of fiddly little pain in the butt work. So, this will be fun.